And regarding growth, you're for sure on a good trajectory at the moment. The first few months after launch were pretty stable, but since around March this year, you've seen a really nice spike in growth. Can you share the drivers behind this?
Yeah, let me take you through them. So firstly, when we launched back in December, and the first thing we did was we wanted to launch in a really sort of risk-averse mode. We didn't want, and I know sometimes it's popular to launch a protocol to great fanfare and have people aping in, but the protocol is extremely in a nascent state when it first launches, and there's lots of risks involved, and we didn't want to expose anybody using Euler to extreme risk. So we launched with just 3 collateral assets and required everyone to over collateralize by 4x on launch. So clearly not the kind of rates, like capital efficiency that you'd expect to see and hope to see from a DeFi protocol. But ultimately, that was there to keep users safe. As we approached the new year, we started to demonstrate how governance proposals might work in the future to relax some of the constraints on the protocol to improve capital efficiency and therefore allow more borrowing. So we started to illustrate how a proposal looks like to promote an asset to a collateral tier, and we'll talk about the tiers later. But yeah, we added new collateral assets to the protocol, including Wrap Bitcoin, Uni, and Link. And there'll be presumably more assets added as collateral types in the future. And we also started to relax some of those really aggressive constraints we placed on capital efficiency as well, so allowing people to borrow against their assets with a lot lower ratios in terms of collateral factors and things. So yeah, I think that's part of it. And then the other aspect here is that we will soon be launching a governance token called Oil, that will help manage the protocol and take charge of voting on some of these kinds of proposals that we've demonstrated already through the governance module. And we started actually allocating Oil through a distribution scheme to users of the protocol in March, once we'd grown confident enough that the protocol was working as intended. So actually there's, you can come to Euler now, and if you're borrowing on the protocol, then you'll receive a distribution of Oil on if you're borrowing on some of the key markets. And of course, we know that the main purpose of the token here is of course to distribute this back to ordinary users. But of course, it does tend to have these things we know have a stimulating effect on some markets as well. So I think we can see that on the charts there probably as well.